What is up, everybody? I am on the southwest side of Omaha, Nebraska. I've had a few different storms I can pick from here, and I've been trying to decide what storm I want to go after, but I think I have made a decision. We're going up towards the northern side of Omaha, towards Bennington. I think that's the obvious decision here. We do have a tornado warning on this thing. Let me get my directions in here.
Starting route to Bennington. Head east on Pat's Highway. Then take the first left on Highway 31. Make a U-turn and turn north.
So I am in Omaha, Nebraska here, and we got tornado warnings coming in right now. We're going to get some lightning here soon. We're going to be able to see the storm pretty soon here. We're a little bit out ahead of it. I didn't want to get on this kind of stuff too early, as these storms are very moisture starved. I can already see a base to my left. That's not our storm. That's a different one. These are supercells capable of producing hail up to 3 inches in diameter. We're going to want to stay out of the cores today. We're going to want to stay out of the hail cores today. So, we're now on the interstate headed right up to the storm here. We're going to follow these things all the way into Iowa. I don't know how far into Iowa we're going to follow these, but we're going to follow them. They might make it all the way to Des Moines later today. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully the stream is still up. Kind of see this storm. This thing's going to be a monster. We're going to want to be able to cross into Iowa, so we're not going to want to get too far up on it, because we're going to have to cross over onto the other side of the Missouri River. This thing is moving quick, too. 2.5 inch hail, 70 mile an hour wind. 2.5 inch hail, 70 mile an hour wind, and a possible tornado on these storms that'll be off there to our right here as we come up onto this thing. I am solo today. I have no one else with me. Looks like we're going to get a storm chase today, tomorrow, maybe, probably not, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a chase in tomorrow, and then it looks like Sunday, Easter Sunday, we might have another storm chase. Yeah, but this storm is becoming a monster really quickly. Right now it looks really outflow dominant, so I don't know if it's going to produce a tornado, although it may. It may, especially when it starts to get into Iowa. I think maybe once it crosses the Missouri, it might have its highest potential to produce something. There's a lot of dust down there on it. Because of the way our road is going, we don't really have a view of this thing yet. So, but eventually here we will. We got about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most of daylight. So, it's running out on us, but we still have some time. We're going to go about 8 more miles here up towards, I got a lane closure ahead of me. We're going to go about, looks like 8 more miles here. And then we're going to go east onto 680 over to the Iowa side of the river. goal is kind of to be out in front of this thing because I think it's going to have really cool storm structure on it. We're going to want to get out in front of it and watch it come right up on us here. My stream improvements are coming hopefully this weekend. Hopefully by Sunday, honestly, but we'll see. For sure by the stretch in late April. You can see this the north side of the storm there. You can see it. We want to make sure we don't get into any hail. That's the last thing that I really want to do is the last thing I really want to do is deal with the hail. Do not want to have to replace a window or a windshield for $1,000. That would not be very fun to do. Unless there's a tornado on the ground right in front of me and I'm getting, you know, a good video of it or something, I probably wouldn't want to lose a windshield for that. That truck has got places to be. We're about to go through Elkhorn, which is one of the suburbs of Omaha that got hit really badly last year. Around this time last year, April 26th. We have another storm to our south coming into the southwestern side of Omaha. We're actually about to get over. See that storm structure starting to come into view. Right now the storm is looking really outflow dominant. Looks like it's not really going to produce a tornado, just big time wind and hail. We'll see if that changes. Maybe it doesn't change, I don't know. It looks really outflow dominant right now, so we shall see. A minute ago it looked like it was getting a lot of inflow, but it's kind of ceased to exist. There's not a ton of inflow on the storm, lots of outflow. It just went through Fremont, right now going through Arlington, gonna head through Bennington, Fort Calhoun. So Omaha is getting lucky right now. It looks like as far as hail goes, tornadoes right now, it's gonna miss Omaha to the north. Waiting for the storm to hit better moisture. Like I said, it's a little bit moisture starved. It needs that better moisture. I gotta wait for it to hit the better moisture. Got some really rough terrain that we're gonna have to get through. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the terrain is not kind near the river. Coming up on the storm here. Got to get out ahead of it a little bit. road is really bumpy. Apologies for that. It makes the camera bumpy. This road is bumpy. My goodness.
Use the right two lanes to take exit 446 onto I-680 East and I-680 West. Take the exit. In 12 miles, take exit 12 onto US 75 and 48th Street.
Got a little bit of a view of our storm there. Good thing there's no hailstorm moving through Omaha. It's going to the north, because that would be a complete disaster out here on these interstates. Storm's still kind of struggling there to get its shape to it. There's another storm north of Lincoln that looks like mainly just a hailer. Doesn't really have a shot at a tornado, in my opinion, right now. But that could change as it heads closer to the Missouri River. You can see the big tail cloud right there streaming into that storm. Everyone in the right lane's going fast. Everyone in the left lane's trying to go slow. That makes no sense. Through Omaha here. Dark skies. Skies are getting dark. They're getting darker. Tornado warned Supercell with hail up to 2.5 inches. Sorry, 80-mile-an-hour winds and 3-inch hail observed. So this storm is not something we do not want to get into the wind-driven hail. That could become extremely dangerous. I actually don't have a hard hat on me. I kind of forgot to bring one. Should have brought a hard hat. That's what I was missing when I left this morning. And we're going to be right up on this storm here when it's trying to produce tornadoes, maybe. If not, we're going to get a crazy spectacle of lightning and structure. It's off to our left here. Trying to get a view of it. Camera angle that we have. But yeah, this thing is a monster of a storm, man. This is a monster of a storm. It does not have the moisture to produce tornadoes, it looks like to me. Unless it's a high-based, weak tornado, which it could be. There's Top Golf on the right. I've actually been to that Top Golf before. But the lightning is going to start to really pick up here as we get towards dusk. Get out ahead of this thing. We're going to have some crazy structure. See the tail clouds streaming in there. Lots of trees and buildings. It's hard to get a good glimpse of this. I'm just gonna keep going straight here. We're almost to our east route. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cross into Iowa, and I think we're gonna sit in Iowa and watch it come over the river here. So that's the plan. Iowa, there's a lot less trees and buildings. We're gonna be there in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes, we're gonna have a view of this thing. A good view of this thing. We already do have a view of it, but 10 minutes, we're gonna have a good view of this thing. We're just going to go straight for about 12 more, 10, 12 more miles here. It's struggling right now to get any surface-based inflow, but that could change very quickly. These storms will go from 0 to 100 very quickly when they hit moisture. Just got to hit their moisture here. We're going to go north here for maybe another mile or so. A couple miles here, we're going to go north, and then we're going to turn east, and we're going to get out ahead of this thing about 10 miles so we can have a view of it. And we're just going to find a spot, pull in, and we're just going to watch this thing here come in. This nasty storm. Yeah, tornado or not, we got a really nasty storm. I almost think they should tornado warn it no matter what, just so people hear the sirens and they know to go indoors. Because you don't want to get caught outside in this kind of storm right here. This storm's the kind of storm that looks a little better from far away than it does right up next to it. At least as of right now. High based. Doesn't have moisture on it right now. The temperatures really drop near the river and into Iowa, so I think this is going to become more of a lower based storm that has a shot at tornadoes here when we get into Iowa. Also worth watching that storm down by Lincoln, although that one's not quite organized. Wow, this thing's a structured beast. We're gonna have a crazy mothership here in about 10 minutes, guys. Bear with me here. We're going the other direction now. So you guys get to watch me drive for a few more miles here, and then we're going to get to a spot where we're going to be able to get a good look at this bad boy coming in here. I'll show you guys my location quick. You see, that's where the storm is. We're right there. We're right there in the blue dot. We're trying to get east across the river. Should have a really good storm here. These are the kind of storms that are fun to chase. Just sit out in front of it, just watch it. It's moving pretty quick though, actually really fast. It's moving really quickly. So we're gonna have to stay out ahead of it. Well, we're moving east. We're moving east. Getting out ahead of this thing. We're bucking. About 6-7 minutes we're going to be able to stop. Baseball size or bigger. Guys, I don't think I've ever been in baseball size hail. I think I've seen a couple of baseballs laying on the road. You know, I've followed a storm and it had just, dropped baseballs, but I've never actually been in baseballs, and I don't want to start today. That's for sure. It's not the kind of day. This isn't the kind of day to total your car or break your windshield. But we got a nasty storm here. Okay, the tornado warning has lifted. But still, this storm could ramp up and produce at any time. We're gonna have to watch it. These are gonna track. These are going to track. One Supercells tracking north of Omaha, the other's tracking to the south of Omaha. may actually drop south too eventually today. We're almost to our destination. There's a lot of hills and trees here on the east side of Omaha. It's not really ideal for chasing. There's a lot of hills and a lot of trees. Got my modest clouds in front of us too. Again, these storms are moving extremely fast. 40, 50 miles an hour at least. Go. We're going over the river now. The guy in front of me in the left lane slowed down to like 5 below the speed limits. Randomly interesting choice. It was really hilly, lots of trees by the river. I don't know if I've ever been over this particular bridge. Here we go. Welcome to Iowa. Here. Freedom to flourish. Welcome to the corn state. I don't know if anyone calls it the corn state, but we got 2.5 miles here to drive, and then we'll turn around at an exit. We'll get a good view of this thing. May end up dropping south to that other storm if it looks like it's the play. It may be the play. Let's see. But we're gonna get a look at this thing first, and then we can figure out if we want to do that or not. Yeah, this thing's just a monster of a storm right here. All right, in about a mile or so, we have an exit. This road actually may end up getting slammed by some hail. This interstate just to our north, just to the north of Crescent, Iowa. I don't have a county road to get off right here. Let's see. Give you much room to pull off, but we're going to right here. Spot right here. That's our storm right there. See, it's a nasty supercell. Really, really high high base storm. Just doesn't have the moisture on it. That's what prompted the tornado warnings in Omaha. High base storm. It's really pretty with the sunset behind it. We might want to drop south. I don't know. We'll see. If we have to drop south, we do have options right here. We'll have to decide soon, maybe. Well, this thing is trying to wrap back up a little bit, so we'll give it a minute. See what it wants to do. See, how fast can I get east to McClelland? It's kind of diving back southeast a little bit. The terrain right in this little spot is horrible until you get out towards McClelland or Underwood. There's no roads going through this area, so it kind of stinks. Look at this. If I want to go east, I got to go on this really curvy road through all these trees. But yeah, that's a nasty storm. It's not picking up moisture yet. It's only 7. We'll give it a little bit of time. See if it wants to. There's definitely some rotation on the radar, but look back behind that rain curtain for anything suspicious. Could be back there. I'm gonna get in a different position, but
make a U-turn and proceed to I-29 north. Then take exit 61B toward North Omaha and I-680 west.
I'm gonna reposition really quickly here, just to get a better view because I'm kind of on a hill. I don't like this view, guys. Just give me just a minute here. Got chasers up there on that bridge.
Use the right lane to take exit 61B toward North Omaha and I-680 west. Then take the exit to merge onto I-29 south toward Council Bluffs.
I gotta merge onto like 4 interstates to get onto the road I want to get on. So we're gonna do some loop-de-loops here. No, I don't see any tornadoes in there. I do not see any tornadoes in there. These little curly Q exits are always dicey to go more than 30-40 miles an hour on.
Take the exit, then take the exit to merge onto I-680
There's a better look at the storm right there. There you go. Alright, now we gotta take this exit and then we're gonna go take the other exit. And then we're gonna get back onto where we want to go. That could be a little funnel right there. That's a funnel cloud. It's a funnel cloud right there. It's a funnel. That is a funnel. Sorry about the camera work, guys. I'm trying to hold and I hope I'm live. That might be a tornado. That might be a tornado right there. I mean, it's about halfway down, so you never know. Oh my gosh, what a shot that was. Had a warning that was issued. Sorry about the camera work. Trying to come down. Tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground. Look at that structure. Tornado in progress now. Tornado in progress, north of Omaha. Strong tornado in progress now on the north side of Omaha. Guys, I'm sorry about the shaky camera. Strong tornado. It looks like it's weakening now. Strong tornado now. Incredible structure here. want to find a better angle, guys, to show you guys, but this is all we got. I got to hold the phone out the window. I wish I could just put it on the stand. Still a tornado on the ground, northeast side of Omaha. Incredible storm structure. Look at this. That is wicked right there. Oh my goodness. Wicked. Look at that pipe. Guys, it's weakening. This tornado's weakening. Vortices. I say it's weakening, but I don't know. It just looked like it got strong again on the bottom. Yeah. Multiple vortex tornado. Skinny funnel, multiple vortex tornado on the bottom. Funnel's about halfway down, tornadic circulation on the ground. Tornado continues now. Still a strong tornado on the ground. Look how fast that happened. Still on the ground, still pulling up condensation there. Looks like it's weakened a bit. Losing some focus here. Wow. There goes that funnel. Again. Funnel is not all the way down, but the vortex is. All right, guys, we might want to try to get north and intercept this thing. I don't know. It looks like it's occluding back to the meso. It might be occluding there back into the rain, and by the time we got north and got right onto it, it's going to be done, I think. But look at that. It's occluding back there into the rain. The storm is moving fast. That tornado is not. It's occluding. Still on the ground, still a vortice on the ground, very stretched. The vortice is to the left of the tornado funnel. It's very stretched. Might be occluding into the sky. And there it goes. Time to get back into position. Wow, what a tornado. What a tornado. It's lifted. Guys, we got to get back into position so we don't get slammed by hail. We need to figure this out here. It looks like it's lifted. It's either lifted or it's way wrapped in the rain and I can't see anymore. Okay, this storm is going to probably form a new mesocyclone now to the south and east. So we're going to get over towards McClellan fast. Here. Unless I... That was not the ideal place to stop on the side of a little exit here, but we made it work. Okay, tornado has lifted. Tornado has lifted, guys, as far as I can see. Maybe someone else still has a shot of it on the ground, but it looks like it's either lifted or went way back into the rain. I would assume it's lifted. All right, guys, we're going to get back into position here. That was a gorgeous tornado. Let's go! Let's go! Let's hope it didn't do too much damage. It looked like it was picking up a lot of dust. I didn't see a ton of debris. It had a lot of dust. So let's hope it didn't hit anything. Let's hope it stayed in some open fields. But that was an awesome tornado intercept. It looks like that hail core is to the north there. You can see strong hail core. That tornado dropped down and then occluded back northeast. These storm chasers got a great shot of it, even better than I did probably. Good for them. Good for them. They got a great shot. I wish I had I wasn't solo chasing. I would have been able to maybe just set up a tripod and sit there, but these guys got some good looks at it too. I was gonna head this way, but decided just to stop down there. We'll see if it can produce again or not. I don't know. We're headed. We're going to head east. We're gonna head into some crappy terrain here. That was a great tornado intercept, guys. Very photogenic, high-based tornado right there. Let me make sure I'm going in the right spot. Yeah, we're gonna have to go left. Storm is now disorganized, but man, it can go so fast like it just did. It can go so fast like it just did. These guys in the parking lot look like they were watching the whole thing. That's awesome. Classic Midwest. Yeah, sorry about the shaky camera, guys. On that intercept. We're going to be going through some crappy terrain here, so bear with me, bear with me. Strong. That was a strong tornado from as far as I could see. Very strong, consolidated pipe. Very small tornado. Very small, but very strong. Any tornado that touches down from a cloud base like that is a strong one. Might lose some service, guys. Just a fair warning. May lose some service here. We're gonna wait till the storm cranks back up. Could crank back up and produce a pipe again at any moment. This is the prime time for tornadoes right here. 7 to about 9 tonight. I'm watching the sky just in case. One thing we don't want to do is get caught in the hail. Which is going to happen if we're not careful here. Right now, messy, disorganized storm. We just got to get east. Just got to get east. Watching behind me just in case anything wants to drop on us. Windy roads. Most of Iowa doesn't quite look like this, but some parts of Iowa. Very windy roads here. I wonder if we'll see any close range footage of that thing. Probably be really good. Wow, Tanner Charles got some really good footage of it. check that out later today. All right, let's see if this thing can do it again or not. It looked like it was mostly on the Nebraska side, if not all on the Nebraska side. To me, maybe it was a little bit on the Iowa side at times, or at the very end of its life cycle. Okay, this storm is gonna try to do it again at some point. I don't know when. But now the one on the south side of Omaha looks like it's trying to gear up as well. Got some chaser people up here. Oh, wait, there's something on the ground right now. What the heck? Another rope out. That must be the original tornado right there, roping out. I don't know how that thing is still alive. But there it goes. Just died. Got some really excited chasers right in front of me. You can see the funnels coming all the way out over here, and it came all the way down. It just dissipated right, of course, when I put the camera on it. Looks like it's done. Looks like it's done now. So I wonder where this new mezzo is gonna ramp up here. Maybe right behind us. Alright, well that tornado's done now. I caught a glimpse of it right as it was roping out, guys. See, that's the thing about when you're driving, you can't look out the back window at the same time. You can see it right there. There's a rope out. Let's see. See that? See that little skinny snake looking thing? It's the rope out of this tornado. Wait for the other mezzo to form. It might form right behind us again. There could be a new tornado forming behind us soon, guys. So we're gonna get back out into position here. That tornado's dead and gone. Could have a new one coming behind us at any time. If I didn't see those chasers pulled over looking at the sky, I would have never even thought or known that that was on the ground. Huh. Interesting stuff right there. We still kind of got some messy terrain here to get through, but we're working on it. We're going to have to dive back south, and then we're going to have to go back north again. $2025 is off to a decent start, I guess. Guys, maybe we can intercept this tornado really close. I don't know. This next tornado, if it tries to drop. Looking at the storm right now, I don't see any indication that that's going to happen, but it can happen so quick. You never know. Got some chasers right here. Quite a few, actually. Good to see a lot of people getting the storm, getting the tornado. That storm south of Omaha might be an issue soon as well. It looks like it's about to be, actually, a tornado producer too. Huh. Oh, there is a tornado now south near Weeping Water, south of Ashland. Interesting. Connection's gonna be bad. Now we're gonna go a little bit south, I think, to get back in position to go north. I might see where it's trying to spin up again. I think I see. Oh, dude, it's trying to spin up again, like right on top of us. Well, let's hope it doesn't drop anything right on top of us. Or like in this forest where we can't see it if it does. But it looks like on radar it's trying to drop again right on connection or not. Hopefully I do. But we're going through a rough area. Trying to go as fast as I can. Looks like it's trying to again. Man, that tornado was on the ground for a while, guys. I said it had lifted, but it was kind of just back into the rain, and then it fully lifted on that rope out. Let's keep an eye on our storm. Okay, it's hooking up. It's hooking up right here. I don't know if it'll do what it just did, but it's trying to hook up again. No idea if it'll do what it just now did, but it's gonna try and hook. Let me figure out exactly where I want to go. Okay, we're gonna go to the south, actually. We're gonna go to Highway 6. So we're gonna go backwards a little bit, and then we're gonna go backwards to go forwards here. Hopefully there's not a bunch of chaser traffic where we try to get to. We're gonna go 2 miles backwards to go forward. We're gonna get south of the storm. The storm is now moving southeast, so we're gonna kind of get south of the storm, and then as the storm is diving southeast, we'll meet back up with it. The velocities to me don't even look that strong right now, but it looks like the storm is getting back into the kind of shape where it would produce. So I'm going to go ahead and play for the long run and kind of get out ahead of the storm, because I don't know if it's going to produce right now. But like we just saw, it happened so quick, guys. Like I said, it happened so fast. My buddy Lincoln, who I've chased with the last few times, he was on the tornado as well. So Lincoln also scored big today. Tanner Charles, it looked like he had a really good shot of it. So I'm encouraged to see that later. Let's go watch back some of that footage. Freddie McKinney was on it too. Of course, Alex Russell. All the guys were on this tornado. There's a north and a south storm that I told you guys I was trying to decide between, and it looks like the north storm, as of right now, was the right choice. We'll see what the south one does. And we'll have to see what this one tries to do again, but all right, here we go, guys. We're gonna go ahead and turn east now. Get east here. Is this a chaser right here? Is this a chaser? Can't tell. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, they got the Starlink. They got the Sigtor thing and the Starlink on there. That's the chaser right there. Hopefully this road isn't congested with a bunch of chasers on it. Alright guys, any rotation should be right in front of us. Or sorry, should just be to our, yeah, right in front. Actually should be just behind us, sorry guys. I lost my sense of direction. So we'll watch the radar. If it looks like something's coming down, we'll turn around. But I'm gonna watch that radar like a hawk, and the radar will tell us everything we need to know because we're very close to the radar site. So the radar will tell us everything we need to know. Oh, it looks like it's trying to produce. I don't see anything behind me. It looks like it wants to. I'm gonna stay back out ahead of it. We got to get a bearing on our storm here. Sometimes the hard thing about chasing is just figuring out your directional sense. And the road work, too. You got to navigate through the road work, too. We're going to get back out ahead of this thing and get a view of it now. We're just going to go straight for a little bit. Eventually, we'll have to dip back to the south. We'll figure that out when we got to. This guy stopped right there. Wonder if he's looking at anything. I'm trying to look behind me. No, I don't want to look behind me in a dangerous way, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to just kind of glance through the mirror or anything just to kind of see if I can see any kind of rotation, because there's definitely rotation on the radar. I'll show you guys this. We're right there. Look at that hook. Hook is right due to our north here, so we're going east. So our hook is going to be just, it might be so far above us too that we just don't even realize it. Okay, but this storm is getting the structure back. The velocities are not quite as strong as they were earlier, but we'll see. But the fact that it already produced a tornado makes me think that it could easily do it again. So, okay, here's our tail cloud. Start to maybe get a little bit of bearings on this thing. I almost want to just stop and get out and look. We gotta stay out ahead of this thing. Always gotta be one step ahead. These things will go fast. It'll spin up quick if it happens again. It can go quick. There's several spots I'm looking at. I can't really tell where it would be. Maybe right there? I don't know, guys. We got some ominous skies ahead of us, though. These storms are still really high based, so it's gonna take for you to get a tornado with these really high bases, it does take a lot. Like the last one, it took quite a bit. But, okay, I see where the rotation would be right there. looks a little bit messier now, guys. It's still trying to maybe get a spot of rotation, but it looks very messy. Not as messy as earlier, but it looks a little bit more messy. We're gonna keep getting out ahead of it until it looks like it's gonna drop. We gotta get a little further east here. Very high-based storm. Okay, I see the rotation. I see where it's rotating. Nothing imminent right now. But just kind of broadly rotating up there. Never know when it's gonna really consolidate though. Very high-based. But it is rotating. We're gonna keep getting out ahead of it, and then when it starts to plant a tornado, if it plants another tornado, we'll stop and get a good view of it. We're moving into a better spot for the southern storm. I never really liked. I thought it was a little bit too close to the cold front. And so far, it did produce a tornado, apparently, but so far it looks like that was a decent observation. And I think I picked the right storm as of now. We're gonna kind of disorganizing again. We're gonna see. Yeah, nothing imminent, guys. Nothing imminent. Might have a funnel. Yeah, might have a funnel coming up here. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to find a spot to pull off and see. Yeah, that's a funnel. Oh my gosh, we got all these hills right here, guys. Alright, at the top of this hill, I'm going to get out. There's a brief funnel, but it looks like it's a brief funnel. Looks like it's not down anymore. Nothing was ever down, there's just a brief funnel. Still look like a brief funnel. Yeah, still kind of a little bit of a funnel trying behind me. We'll get out and look at it in a minute. Maybe right when we get out in a couple minutes it'll start producing. Yeah, it almost looks like there's a new mezzo. It almost looks like it shedded an old mezzo and there's like a new one popping up right next to us. Hard to tell. Getting to dark now. We got about 30 to 45 minutes of daylight here, so maybe it'll do something magical real quick before it gets too dark. Find a road up here in a couple miles to get a spot. Just set. Now that we're getting out ahead of it. No tornado right now, guys. If there is one, we'll get on it. Hopefully there's not like a million chasers pulled off the road. There could be. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe we follow it just. It looks like it's trying to do something again. We'll see if it can. There could be a million chasers. There is a million chasers up here. It's time to really pay attention here. They just tried to produce a tornado about 5 minutes ago, a little brief funnel.
Turn right onto 300th Street. Then the destination is on the left.
I don't know. Guys, I might... This isn't bad. I can get a view here. I might just go a little bit farther. There's a lot of trees blocking the view right there, so I might just go a little bit farther. That's a paved road, though.
Proceed to the right.
We don't need to go south yet. We might in a minute. Yeah, this is disorganized right now. The storm is a bit disorganized. It just tried to produce, and then it kind of didn't. And then we're just going to get out ahead of it and give it some time and see what it does. See if it does it again. Intercept earlier. This is what storm chasing is, guys. It's 15 minutes of cool tornado, and then it's driving, and then maybe it's cool tornado again. Maybe more driving. Sometimes, if you get the perfect to chase these storms that are moving really fast like this, and that are moving, that you have to kind of chase. These storms kind of chase you more than anything. Okay, this storm is recycling. It's reorganizing. So we're going to go ahead and give it some space. We're going to go ahead and give it some space. We're going to let this guy recycle. Let's see what it does here. Sorry guys, it wasn't Tanner Charles that got that video, it was Freddie. Freddie got it really good. The snake tornado was a different one. I'm not sure about that. Might have been. I think it was that old occlusion. Oh, I think it was that old tornado still occluding and then stretching all the way back, but maybe. Yeah, this storm is getting disorganized. I don't know why. It produced right then and then it didn't produce again. I don't know. But we'll see. Well, it can still produce again. It just looks like it's a little bit disorganized right now. We got some nice views of the sky here. It's really pretty out here. The sun is still not set. We do have sunlight left. All right, we're gonna stop soon and sit. Probably up here, honestly, at this next road. Hopefully it's at the top of it. Yeah, this would be a good spot. Well, it should be a good spot to pull off and chill. As long as it's not a paved road, it'll be difficult. get another tornado, it'll be really photogenic. I don't know if we will, but it'll be beautiful if it happens. Let me angle you guys towards the storm here. I'm gonna back into this little drive. Get you guys angled at the storm. We can sit here and watch it for a little bit. It looks like it honestly doesn't look that much worse than it did earlier. I think maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it does look a little bit worse, but it is. We'll have to see. There's our storm right there. Just sit here and watch it for a minute, guys. Until it reorganizes, and we'll get back up on it and intercept a tornado, maybe. Never know when it's going to ramp back up and do it again. But there's our storm. You can see the tail cloud right there. See that tail cloud kind of, you got inflow feeding into it. Don't see much rotation. We're getting some, let me stop the wipers. We're getting some, there's kind of a lowering, like, there's a little bit of a lowering right there. It's not a funnel or anything, but it's a little bit of a lowering. I'm noticing that we're getting more scud, so we're gonna have to watch. Getting a little bit more scud on the storm. That scud is kind of the, it's kind of that, the little clouds that get into it and here, the drops on the window. I don't know where that guy's going. We have some time to just kind of sit here and watch it. Have some time to just kind of sit here and admire this thing. It's got some rising motion. It's got some inflow here. You can see that inflow tail coming in on the right. It looks like Okay, it's picking up a little bit, guys. It's picking up a little bit, but it just doesn't have a... Still warned for destructive hail. We don't want to get inside of all that. That storm to the south isn't doing much. Let's just keep watching this thing. Do have inflow streaming into it here. Low-level jet is picking up. It still kind of looks messy and elevated, but that low-level jet will do some work. I see a lot of upward motion. I don't see a lot of left to right motion here on this thing. So. But I will say on the other tornado, the storm did not look like it was going to produce a tornado until it literally produced a tornado. So you just never know. That's why you got to keep your eyes peeled out here. We might want to get back out into position here. If it's not going to produce right now, we might want to kind of get back out into position. Okay, it's tightening up a little bit right there. Right on the edge of that. It's tight. There's some tightening rotation right there. See where that power pole is? There's tightening rotation. And you have your tail cloud feeding in on the right side. Right there. If it does it again, let's get a little closer this time. How about that? Now, still a ways to go before we get a tornado out of this, but it is looking a little bit better here. See if we can tighten up enough to do something. Got a nice lowering right there. I don't see anything I can call a funnel. That could be a funnel right there. That might be a funnel. I'm not sure, guys. No, I think that's just scud. That's just scud for now. But it's trying to do something here. It's rapidly. Now we're getting left to right here. It's rotating more. Now it's getting a little bit stronger here, rotation-wise. I wonder if it's going to do the same thing as the other tornado and kind of like sit there. It's going to kind of sit there. Sorry about that. If it produces, I wonder if it's just kind of going to sit there or not. Like the other one kind of did. Now we have a lot of upward motion, a lot of motion on this. That might not be it. That might just be the forward flank, guys. I'm not sure. I got to get a bearing on this thing. It might be... Yeah, it looks like it's more to my north. On radar, it looks like it'd be right there in front of me. If anything popped down. Alright, I'm going to get out ahead of it just a little bit. Guys, hopefully it doesn't produce after I just watched it for 15 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't do something right on top of me. But just gonna sit right here for now. Should be to our north is where it would be gonna try to go. It might be on the back side of that. I don't know. I don't see any defined area right now, but a lot of wanting to, but no doing. A a lot of want to. It's gonna try to do it again. Come on. This would be a good spot. There's not a lot of people out here if it's gonna do it. A lot of rising motion. I almost want to follow this thing from behind. Well, that RFD is kind of strong. Okay, there we go. It could drop right there on the left edge of that cloud. That's where it could drop here. So watch it. Tornado warning still. Okay, nothing wanting to right now. Oh, big lightning. Maybe we should get back out ahead of it just a little bit. I almost want to kind of follow behind it because it's going to cross the road in front of me. But then we're going to get too much rain, so we got to get back out ahead of it. We have too much rain to try and follow it. I'll keep my eyes, guys. I'll keep my eyes peeled for you guys. See if it wants to do it. But it's gonna get rain, and we're gonna have a rainy view if we try to. It doesn't look like it's gonna produce right now. It was trying to for a second, and it doesn't look like it's gonna happen in the moment. Keep watching. This would be a perfect time right now. It's kind of approaching sunset here. But no, not right now. Not right now, guys. It could at any minute, though. Keeping our eye on it. Back out of the rain now. Mesocyclone's gotten a little bit bigger, too. I think it needs a little bit more, I think it just needs a little bit more of an oomph, punch. The hail kind of looks like it's gotten a little bit, the hail kind of looks like it's gotten a little bit smaller as that low-level jet really ramps up here. So that tornado on that storm south of Omaha, that one was a little bit weaker. Actually, very weak. It looked like this one was very strong. Keep going a little bit east. Uh-oh, my road might eventually end. That's not great. It's not great. Not ideal. Yeah, my road kind of... Oh, not really. It just goes a little bit more north, which is not really... What if we got down to, like, Carson? Yeah, that'd be an okay spot. Might have to take some of the dirt for a little bit. Just have to see here what we want to do. But no tornado right now, guys. Kind of this, like, the storm has gotten bigger, the storm has gotten meaner, but it's a little disorganized. I don't know. So there is a little bit of a lightning uptick, it seems like, that's happening right now. So that could mean a strengthening storm, and that could mean an eventual tornado with that lightning uptick. Okay, guys, the storm is disorganized right now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, this thing is disorganized. We're going to I almost wonder if I want to dive south even. Okay, when I get up to this intersection, I'm gonna make a decision if I want to stay on this thing or kind of dive south. I guarantee if I dive south, this one's gonna produce a tornado when I leave. That's usually how it ends up going. You leave and it, bang, tornado. So this tornado that we had earlier was now an hour ago, so we really haven't had anything for about an hour now. Let's see what kind of environment these guys are into. Hopefully I can get some internet connection up here in this little town and I can check. Guys, I'm gonna go south. I don't know why I feel like I should go south. Unless the cold fronts hit that one. Which maybe it has. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's not an easy decision. The good news is if I botch something, we already at least got a tornado today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking... thinking south might be our play here. But we'd have to get all the way down south. I'd have to jump a hail corn. I don't know if I'm place to stop. We're gonna think about it. Got a lot of chasers on this storm. These guys know ball. They're on the right storm. This storm is very disorganized. I wonder if the other one is too, though. It probably is. The other one is all the way down to like Essex and shit. It's headed towards like Essex, which is, let's see how far away that is. It's about 30 miles or so to the south of me, which means it'll take me probably 35, 40 minutes to get down there with our road network. So, I mean, we could try to head kind of in the direction of like Red Oak and then down towards Clarendon. I'm just worried about heading to Hail Court too. That's another concern. Okay, observed tornado now on that southern one again. Huh. Observed tornado now again. These southern storm. We're gonna pull off right here and make a quick little decision. Let's see if I can't pull. I'm actually just gonna go straight and pull into one of these little. We'll get a view of the storm again. Get a view of the storm again with the trees in front of it, of course. But sorry about the wipers. Sometimes I forget to turn them off. But if we want to make a decision fast, though, this storm to me just looks very disorganized. I don't know, y'all. It looks really disorganized to me. It's kind of getting pinched off a little bit. Could do it easily. I'm gonna go south. Let's go down towards Emerson. Let's go down towards Shenandoah. See, it's only 36 miles away, but it takes 40 minutes to get there, of course. There's a view of her storm right there.
Starting route to Shenandoah. Proceed to US 59.
That storm to the south looks like it could be an issue here over the next couple hours. No longer a confirmed tornado on it, though. Whatever got confirmed is lifted. Here, this is kind of how it's looked like for the past 20, 30 minutes. My thing is here, if it didn't produce a tornado in the last hour, it had every opportunity to, and it didn't. So I wonder if it's not going to again. I mean, it could. I could be.
Turn left, then turn left.
These clouds in front of me are absolutely whipping. But we're gonna go south. We're gonna go south, guys. Maybe a little bit further south here. The winds are whipping here. We're getting that RFD. Wow. Legit 50-mile-an-hour wind, probably. Super windy. Whoa. Guys, look at all the debris hitting on my car.
For 36 miles, continue straight.
No, that's not a tornado. That's, well, there's one trying to form to our north. Let's see if it does. I don't think this... I think the other storm looks a lot better. I could be wrong. This one's organizing again. But it looks like it's been trying to organize again and again and again for the past hour, and it just never does. So this was... What probably is going to happen is I'll probably leave the storm and it'll produce a tornado as I leave. That's usually how it goes. But this wind is insane. I'm getting 50s right on me. Well, now it's kind of wrapping up again. The velocity zone was too promising. This other storm looks like it's kind of struggling with the cold front though. But if it can stay out ahead of it, it could do work. Wow, I'm getting blasted with crops, grass, leaves, everything, all the above. Just getting blasted right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but these winds are howling. These storms have really, really strong RFDs is what I'm kind of picking up here. Got to be careful going by the trees to not get any trees on us. Jeez. And these winds are howling. Okay, we might get into the hail of this next one. I don't want to do that. I don't think any of these storms after dark are worth getting our windshield broken, so... We're going to be really... Yeah, we're going to have to go right through that hail core, aren't we? Unless we come from behind the storm. We might want to rethink our approach. Like, as much as I want to get on the storm as quick as possible, also it's not... This isn't the kind of day where it's really going to be worth getting through a windshield. So, Emerson, can we get down to Emerson? I don't know, maybe we get to Emerson and you go over to Red Oak and then drop. Or maybe we just kind of go south and kind of wait for it and get behind it. Hopefully the storm we just left doesn't produce a tornado. It may. Honestly, it probably could. Easily. But, oh well. I think this one's got a better shot throughout the night. Gotta watch for deer too. Just those dang deer get you. Going through a little town here, Carson, Iowa. Looks like we're out of those winds for the most part here. We're out of that RFD. That little town that we were just in is getting slammed with RFD right now. Probably 60, 70. I think earlier there was confirmed 80-mile-an-hour wind. Going on right here. All these guys trying to... I don't know what they're doing. There's no stop sign, right? No, they're all just sitting here. I guess they're looking at the storm. They're looking at the wrong thing and they're behind the storm now. I don't know what they're doing right there. They should be going either to where I'm going to the next storm or be going north to the other where the other one was. We're not, I don't know. We're not in any hurry to get our windshields broken, so I might be cautious and not intercept straight through. It's really not worth it. If it was a day where there's going to be like a really strong tornado or something, or if it was still daylight, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at nighttime, that's for sure. If it was daylight, maybe it might be worth it to get a daylight tornado again. This storm's trying to produce near Oakland, near Atlantic. See if it ever does. Omaha got very fortunate today. Omaha got very, very fortunate today as far as these tornadoes go. About damage yet. No idea about damage. We may blast, we honestly may like get to the storm and then blast west and then go south so we don't have to get into the hail core. That does not sound fun. That does not sound, oh, this storm is ramping up, it looks like to me. We're gonna want to get onto this thing. We'll see if we can beat the hail core, not really sure. I don't think we will. It's possible if it moves far enough south, we may. But the hail core right now is getting over Malvern. Okay, 1.75 inch hail. I mean, I could live with that. Anything over 2 inches is going to be a problem, though. Because I do not have my sunroof covered right now. All right, chat, while I'm driving here for a little bit, I'm going to try to check, check some of the chat. Hey, thank you guys. Be careful. You guys have a great, awesome day. Thank you guys. I was not the only chaser on a tour today. There's a lot of chasers on that tornado, although there was some chasers who didn't get the tornado. So, did a good job. Did a good job today. Guys, I've had a rough year. I really needed this. I really needed a good tornado, guys. I was kind of down. I'm not gonna lie. I've been down in the dumps the past few weeks. This tornado really meant a lot to me. I needed it. So, almost at 100 likes, guys. 99 likes. Come on, smash that like button. We're right there. Wow, that storm is wrapping up like crazy down there in Southwest Iowa. The storm that we just left is also wrapping up like crazy, and that storm we just left might produce a tornado, guys. It may very well produce a tornado. It might not. We'll have to see. We're still a ways away from our storm. We're already getting into the really, really heavy rain, so that's not ideal as far as our driving goes. Dangerous driving conditions at dusk. Dusk driving in the rain at dusk is worse than after dark, because after dark you can see because of the headlights. At dusk your headlights don't show up, and then the rain makes it dark, so it's the worst combination. And that's when a lot of the worst accidents will end up happening, is at dusk. But guys, this is a monster storm here. We got some insane lightning on the stream regardless. We're going to have some crazy lightning for the better part of the next hour, at least, as we're coming up to this thing. Whoa! Wow, that storm that we're headed on, guys, looks like it's going to produce a strong tornado. That's crazy. Looks like it's going to want to produce a strong tornado. We're going to maybe try and beat the hail core, guys. I think we might try to beat the hail core. We're headed down towards Shenandoah, maybe just a little bit to the north. There's a lot to see here. But we're going pretty quick here. We might be able to beat it. Let's see how many miles I have here. I can be in Shenandoah in about, it's about 20 miles away. We'll see. Hopefully that hail isn't too big. It might be very big. Guys, we're about 20 miles from Shenandoah, and we're moving about 65 miles an hour here. So I might try to get around this guy, but it's a little dangerous in the rain here. Might not be worth it. Okay, that storm that we were just on is about to produce a tornado up towards west of Lewis, Iowa. This storm that we're headed towards might produce an even stronger tornado in the next 30 minutes. Let's see if we can get on it. That low-level shear just really ramps up here. Like I said, 7 to 9 I think is our best shot at getting. Yeah, I wonder if I could go back west and then back into it. I don't know. I don't think that would be the right move. I think I should get out ahead of this thing. This guy's turning. Like I said, this is the worst. This is the hardest part of the day to drive in, when it's like dusk like this and you can't quite see your headlights, but you also can't see outside because there's no sun and it's raining. All right, we're gonna book it down there so we can try to miss the hail towards that. We'll see. We may not. Whoa, we're getting some crazy lightning. Alright, we're going to go through this little town called Emerson, Iowa. And then we're going to start getting to the bigger core here soon. We're going to have to be careful not to... I said I didn't want to bust the windshield. I remain firm on that. A tornado after dark is probably not worth your windshield. If it was during the day, maybe. But after dark, no. Not at all. Not at all. Not 90% of the time. There's some exceptions. Some exceptions. So we're gonna blast through this core here, and then it's gonna be messy for a while. Lots of rain, lightning, probably some hydroplaning. So we'll take it easy. And then once we get all through that hail, the rain, whoa, all that mess, then we can get on and get a view of the storm here. This storm is classic. I'm going to get some hail here soon, but I can go quick and get out of it. I can go quick here and get out of it. I can get out of the worst. Inch hail doesn't matter. Ping pong's not a big deal, but once we start getting 2 inch, that's when I start to care. There it is. Here's the hail. I hope it's not bigger than I think. I really hope it's not bigger than I think. Observe tornado now. There's a tornado on the ground. We're headed down towards the observed tornado. Right now we're about 15 miles away from the tornadic circulation here. We're going, ladies and gentlemen, we're going. All the other chasers are up north, unless a lot of them bailed like I did, which some of them might have, but a lot of the other chasers are north. There's a lot of lightning on this storm, so we'd probably be able to see the tornado if there is one. We gotta keep pushing. I can see the clear sky ahead of us. I'm starting to get a view of the wall cloud, or the base, way in the distance. We'll see if this tornado is gonna still be on the ground in 15 minutes when we get onto it. Right now it looks like it's kind of lifted. Or it's not lifted, it's lifting. We should have a highway down towards Emogene that we can get onto. Oh, wait, do we have a road closure? No! Road closed. We still might be able to get on it. At Emoji. Alright guys, we'll see if we can see any tornado there in the distance. We could, I mean, if it's a strong tornado on the ground and it's visible. But I don't know, I think the rain is still covering it a bit for us. So probably not. We might have to get on some dirt. Oh my gosh, the hail on this. We're gonna miss the biggest hail, but it's big. There's our storm right there. There's our storm. That's a beast of a storm. Wow, that is a beast of a storm, guys. Headed towards Shenandoah, Iowa. Maybe just to the north. It'll go just to the north of Shenandoah. And we do have a road east out of Shenandoah, southeast out of Shenandoah that we can take. Keep up with it. This storm shedded the cold front. And it's a completely classic look now. Still could be a strong tornado on the ground. I'm not really sure. There definitely has been a tornado on the ground. This storm has a tornado on the ground. I don't know how strong it is, but it definitely was strong at one point based off radar. Can't see anything right now. We got to get a little bit farther south and we might be able to get a view. Look at that insane supercell structure. Guys, this is the real deal. This could be the real deal, guys. Get ready. Storm might have also 3-inch hail on it, so we're gonna have to be really careful to not get stuck in the hail core. So we want to stay kind of south of this thing, as long as it's visible. We want to kind of stay south of this guy. Could still be a tornado on the ground. Let's see. We're about to get a view of it here in the next 5 minutes. We're gonna have a view of this tornado warning storm in the next 5 minutes. Confirmed tornado. At one point it looked strong to me on radar. We'll see. See what it looks like if we get on it. But at one point it looks strong. Big time. Wow, this is a beast. Guys, this storm is an absolute beast of a storm. Oh my goodness. Look at that left edge. Wow, this thing's a beast. Oh my gosh, I missed the big hail core by about 10. I got there 10 minutes in time. So sorry, if I got there 10 minutes later, I would have been in that huge hail core, but we barely got anything. All right, I'm gonna start watching out the right window. We're gonna start watching out the right window for a tornado. We can get a view of it. Oh, big time wall cloud. Okay, I don't see a tornado right now, but a big time wall cloud. Oh my goodness. It could have a big tornado any moment though. It's that kind of storm, guys. So we're gonna kind of get south of this little town right here. We gotta remember it's moving to the this thing is moving due southeast. Gosh, this thing is pulling in a lot of storm relative helicity. This could be producing some big stuff here. Big wall cloud. There could have been a tornado at one point. We might have just missed it. Maybe it'll drop again. Probably will drop again. I'd be surprised if it didn't. We'll see. Gotta get around this curve. Oh my gosh, one thing is for certain, that is a monster storm. I'm glad we bailed and got down here, that's for sure. I haven't seen any videos or pictures of this, so I don't know if anybody's on it. I haven't seen much. I wonder what it looks like though. Get a view in there. It's hard to see if there's anything down or not. I want to get a view of it. I don't see any pictures of it on social media, but it was definitely on the ground. 100% on the ground at one point. Be due to our west. Okay, guys, we're going to get a great view of this thing in just a minute. Just a minute here. Chaser right there. This would be a good spot. That's the road that's closed that we kind of wanted to get onto. I'm going to go one more road down and then get on it. One more road. If it doesn't look like it's going to produce a tornado, we'll go a little bit farther south towards Shenandoah. Get back into position. Hopefully we can get a good view of it on this road. Next road here. It looks a little rain wrapped actually. It's a little bit surprising to me. Doesn't look like it'd be rain wrapped on radar there, but it's slightly rain wrapped to me. I wonder if it had any debris down on it too. I'm not sure. Sorry about that noise. Guys, this is oh my gosh, look at that structure right there, guys. Okay, there's our road right up here. Gonna sit on this road, not too long. But what a beast. What a beast of a storm right here, guys. What a beast of a storm, man. Insane mothership. Wow, this is a beast of a storm. Wow. What a storm. Gosh, the rotation is so strong. Okay, it's going to be moving a little bit to our south, so eventually we'll turn around here. There was a tornado on the ground a little bit ago, guys. And it's going to try and do it again, isn't it? My radar is a little bit worse than it was earlier, but man, what a storm. What a storm, guys. Look at that. What a storm. Wow. Just a striated monster. High based, like the other stuff. A little bit higher based. I can't see much lightning under the mezzo. There's a lot out ahead of it. I just see a lot of dust. It's pulling in a ton of dust. It may try to produce a tornado again. There could be one on the ground back and all that, but there's no way to know if you can't see it. Okay, rotation is strengthening. So, rotation is strengthening. Lots of wind, lots of dust right here. So dust is blocking our view. The dark. I would love to see this thing in the day. Oh, guys, there's a big dusty tornado on this thing. Brandon Kopic had it. It's headed right at us. There's a dusty tornado on this via Brandon Kopic's stream. Now we can't see much right here. It looks like it's going to produce again, if it isn't already. We're just 5 miles to the west of the circulation. I can't see anything, guys. Not gonna lie. Can't see anything other than this beast of a storm with the storm structure, but as far as tornado, got a big dust cloud on the right edge of it. It's tough. It's tough. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go south here. I'm gonna go south here. A little bit south and east. Alright. We got too much dust. We can't even see now, guys. We got a big dust storm. We can't even see cannot even see the storm here. Oh my goodness. Can't even see. Look at all this dust, guys. Look at all this dust. Can't even see. Even if there was a tornado, we're not going to see it. We're blocked by dust. Don't worry, we're still hunting here. We're still on the hunt here. Oh, guys, there could be a big tornado soon. There could be a big tornado real soon here. Look off. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna tilt the camera off. I'm looking at other shit. Wow. Could be a very big tornado on this soon. I don't know where to get out of the range of the dust. I think kind of in the inflow is why we're getting so much. I think we need to go a little bit further south, maybe? Away out of the inflow a little bit. Trying to see. This storm is just covered in dust. So much dust. This thing is beelining southeast right now. It's kind of slow. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. It might be. It's gonna produce at any moment, isn't it? Probably is. We just need a view with no dust. We got a different spot we can try here. Different road here. We'll try up here. Let's see. There's some trees here, but the terrain's pretty good. Can't tell what's going on back in there. There's too much rain. There's too much dust. Cannot tell. This is road that's kind of at the bottom of a hill. Yeah, it's not gonna be the best. See right there. All right, we're gonna go one more road south. We're at the bottom of a hill. Nighttime chasing is always so dangerous, guys. Super dangerous. It's a little bit better out here in the middle of nowhere in Iowa, but gosh, like if you're ever in the trees or anything like that, trying to get a view of this thing, guys. Can't see it. Too much dust. Might be. It doesn't look like it should be rain wrapped based off of the radar scan of it, but it could be. It could be. Yeah, it looks like it's getting rain wrapped now too. Huh. It's wrapped in rain a little bit now. Someone says a PDS large tornado confirmed. Not that I can see. Surely there could be down back in there. All right, here's a perfect view. We're gonna get right here. We're gonna turn around on the road here. Someone says a PDS large tornado confirmed. I don't see anything right now, guys. We gotta get ready to go, though. We gotta get ready to go. We have plenty of escape routes here. I'm looking. Let's see. Someone says a PDS tornado back in there. I don't see anything too convincing. Is there a beast back in there that we can't see? There might be back in there. Yeah, there could be. I could see maybe where it would be. Yeah, there could be a big tornado back there. It's hard to know. Yeah, massive tornado on the ground. I'm gonna turn off my lights really quick. Massive tornado on the ground. Guys, real deal. Get the camera out. Let's get some shots of this. It's on the stream. Big tornado. Big tornado. Large tornado on the ground, guys. Oh my gosh. It's coming right at us, too. What town are we near? Essex, Iowa? Oh, you can hear stuff back in there. Can't see much anymore. If I can't see anything, I'm gonna bail. Okay, it's still on the ground. Still back there. Alright, time to bail, guys. Oh, it's right in front of me. Big time RFD here. It's right in front of me. You can see it. Oh my gosh. Headed just to our north. Ah! Can't even see, guys. I'm gonna go south. Get out of its path. Massive tornado on the ground, guys. Getting out of the path of it. It's headed right at me. Might be going just a little bit to my north. Oh my gosh. That was extremely scary. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna head a little bit south. Make sure, okay, it's gonna go south of us. Just making sure. Okay, we're gonna get a view of it again. Large tornado behind me now. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and get a view of it again. I don't think I was in the path there. I think I would have been good, but guys, I just wanted to make sure. I don't like to play around with this kind of stuff at nighttime, if that makes any sense. I don't like to play around with this stuff at night. It's gonna be in front of us. See if it's still on the ground. Don't want to play around at night. I do not want to get close to a wedge at night. You could hear the roar. Massive tornado on the ground. Let's see if we can get lightning again. Oh my gosh, the car is completely shaking. Getting 100-mile-an-hour RFD here. Oh my gosh. This storm is not one to play with. Alright. I can see the left edge of the tornado. 100-mile-an-hour, 90-mile-an-hour RFD blasting me. 100-mile-an-hour, maybe an exaggeration, guys. I'm sorry, but tornado's going in front of us. Oh my gosh! I'm getting an RFD super fast. There's still a big tornado on the ground in front of me. Dang it. I'm glad I didn't stay up there. Another mile up there. Okay, we're gonna get back into position on this thing now. Make sure I'm good. Good behind me. Okay, we're gonna get back into position here. Oh my goodness. Stressful, stressful. That was a massive wedge tornado on the ground. We got it. We got it. We got it. Gosh, that was a nasty tornado. Let's pray that did not hit anybody. That was a nasty tornado. That was very strong tornado. Okay, we're getting back into position here. We gotta get back into position here. We're gonna get out ahead of this thing near Shenandoah. The wind is so strong it's blowing me off of the road, guys. There's still a big tornado on the ground. We're gonna get back out ahead of it, get a view of it again. Just do not, guys, I just do not want to play around with this kind of stuff at nighttime. I do not want to play with this kind of stuff. If it was in the daytime, I probably would have held my position right there. If it was in the daytime, I would have held my position, but not now. Too risky. You never know when it takes a deviant jog one way or the other, right? So, sorry about the wipers. Sirens blaring. Let's see here. We're just gonna go. We're gonna keep going south, actually. Tornado emergency. Tornado emergency for Essex, Iowa. Guys, tornado emergency. Please, if you're in this area, get into cover now. Tornado emergency. This is the most rare kind of tornado warning. Come on. Please, everybody get into cover. I hope that tornado did not hit anybody. That was strong to violent.
Starting to Yorktown. In 1.7 miles, turn left.
All that dust wasn't there. I may have been a little bit more dicey, but with all the dust obscuring the tornado, it's not worth it. Come on. Am I allowed to just run the light if there's a tornado emergency? I don't know if the cops will care at that point. I mean, right, guys, I'm about to turn left and get back out ahead of the storm. Got to get out ahead of it again, because it's still, something's still on the ground, maybe not quite as strong. The radar returns aren't quite as strong as it was just a few minutes ago, but still could be something big on the ground back there, guys. That was a scary moment right there. We were in a safe position. We were in a very safe position, but I was very careful and had to bail, even though I had a great shot right there. I got some great shots. Let's pray this did not hit any structures. We're in a very rural area. There's a couple towns around here, but outside of that, it's really rural. So let's just hope that didn't hit anything. It looks like it went near Emogi, Iowa, just to the south. The storm is now moving due east. It might be losing some of its momentum, thankfully. I think. Let's hope. It's losing some of that momentum. It didn't have very much to hit out there, so hopefully it stayed clear. This thing doesn't look like it's weakening, guys, so might be very rain wrapped. We're getting back out on it. We're flying back east, getting out ahead of this thing. I'll point the camera over to the left here to where the storm is. If you're in Clarinda, Iowa, Hepburn, Iowa, it's still probably on the ground back in there for sure. Looks very strong still. All right, guys, we're going east. We're going east to get out ahead of this thing. It's kind of moving southeasterly a little bit. Oh my gosh, there's still something really big back in there. No, that's not good. Come on. It needs to lift here. It's now 8 miles. It's now 8 miles to my north. I'm kind of looking to see, there still might be something big on the ground there. It's hard to tell from my angle. If it was daytime, I'd be able to see it much better. But I'm just due south of the storm, about 8 miles here. I'm gonna go ahead and get maybe 4 or 5 more miles out ahead of it, and then I will. It looks like it could be it could be cycling soon. Oh, power flash. Way in the distance, power flash. Out my driver's side window. It's still on the ground. It was a very good call to move south because where I was initially, the tornado hit. So it was a very good call for me to move a few miles to the south and get out of its way. Right now it's hard to tell what's going on. I see a lowering. Right now, I don't see any condensation funnel, but I see a large area of rotation, big lowering. Based off velocity, it looks like it has to be down still, right? Oh, power flash again. Okay, it still might be down back in there somewhere. Those power flashes could also easily be from the 90 mile an hour rear flank downdraft wind too as well. It's still the tornado emergency has lifted. It is still a PDS tornado warning though. Very serious situation, guys. It's back there in the rain. I think it's back there in the rain. I can't get a view of it right now. It's all the way back in the rain. I can see. We can try. See if I see anything. It might be back in the rain. We'll stop. We want to get a little bit further. This storm was going southeast. It turned northeast here on us. So it kind of actions on me. It was moving southeast. Now, here's the thing. It was moving southeast. And when the storm moved southeast, it actually enhanced the storm relative helicity and the wind shear that the storm was feeding on. And could be buried back in there. It's very rain wrapped now, though. It's very when we got on it, it was not rain wrapped. There could still be there's probably still a massive tornado back in there, I'm sure. It looks pretty data back in there, I'm sure. It looks pretty intimidating. We're gonna have to go back north. We're gonna have to go back north. We're gonna get back north on it. I don't want to speak for sure, but I don't see anything on the ground right now. It's hard to tell at night, like I said. Sometimes tornadoes come down for 15 seconds and you miss it in between the lightning or whatever, but I don't see anything. Okay, guys, we might be getting a new hook echo, though. We might be getting a new hook echo. Yeah, we're getting a new hook now. Getting a new hook now. Up towards Helpburn. We're getting a new, we're getting a meso handoff. Like I said, it's very possible that could happen. We're moving into a much worse area to chase. A lot of trees. For just a minute. So we're gonna go east. We might want to go north. Pretty insane storm structure right there. What's the play? My roads are kind of rough up here, guys. It's not ideal. It'd be nice if the storm kind of turned a little bit south east. It might do it again. It probably will turn a little bit southeast here. We're gonna go north, I think. We're just gonna go get a view of the storm here. So we're gonna go north.
Starting route to 1618 to 1674 US 71.
Going through a little town here.
In half a mile, turn right onto North 16th Street.
Speed limit 25. Through this little town. Yeah, it looks like that other one has occluded, and now that other one has occluded, but I mean that meso is still so strong. It might just be on the ground, honestly, back there still.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm glad we left that other storm when we did. That other one looked like it produced maybe another brief tornado, but this one produced the bigger one.
Turn right onto North 16th Street.
We gotta go right, a little bit south here. Sometimes you gotta go south to get north. There's a downtown.
Turn left.
It's a decent sized town. I'm really hoping nothing got hit on that last one. Let's hope nothing got hit. I don't know if anything got hit up in Omaha, or it was north of Omaha. Omaha got really lucky today. Oh my gosh, dude. Get those brights off. It's a courthouse right there.
Turn left onto US 71.
Here we go. Back into intercept mode. We're gonna get back on this thing. Still looks like there's a tornado on the ground, occluding all the way back. And there, guys. Looks like a new one's developing north of Hepburn, Arkansas. I mean, Hepburn, Iowa, sorry. I have a bad road network here for intercept. So, I'm just going to have to work with what we have, but it's not good. So if we get a little bit, we're going to get up on the storm, and then we could get a little bit behind it because of that road network. Gosh, I didn't think this town would take. I didn't think this town was so big. I didn't realize this town was this size. But it's a good thing the storm is, 10 miles miles north of this town. Because that would be bad news. Wow, this storm structure is, guys, this storm structure is absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go a little bit north now. Try to get back up onto the thing, see what we can't see.
At the stop sign, turn left onto US 71.
Don't have good roads to intercept this storm, y'all, but we're gonna do our best here. We might have to dominate the dirt roads here, which you hate to do at nighttime, but
The destination is on your right.
gotta do what you gotta do. Here we go. We're gonna get a view of the storm here. I wonder if that first tornado's still on the ground and it's like a photogenic occluding rope or something like that. I'm not sure though. Yeah, there's definitely still something on the ground south of Stanton. And this new mesocyclone doesn't really look like it's going to do much right now, but we'll have to see if it can do it again. It may very well. Do just a little bit of to the northwest of my location is the other signature. I need to find I'd love to find a paved road east. I don't know if that exists in this area. It may not. But it may also exist. We'll see. There's a river. It's kind of blocking me a little bit. There's a couple of rivers that are going to make it very difficult here. See how far north I have to
Starting
go.
route 1100 to 1112.
There's our storm right there. There's our meso. There's our new meso right in front of us. That new meso. So far north this takes me.
Starting route 1100 to 1112, 150.
Alright, they've extended the tornado warning. It's just radar indicated right now.
4.3 miles. Turn right onto 150.
Okay, the other one is radar indicated. So that according to the National Weather Service, the tornado has lifted. Really crazy high-based storm structure there. Okay, there's kind of a lowering back there where you would expect it. So we're gonna watch that lowering. See if we can't get another tornado out of this storm. Kind of getting away from a better radar here, so to our disadvantage, we're moving away from the better radar. Okay, so I'm going to go about 3 more miles to the north, and then we'll be ready to take our east road. We won't get on it quite yet, but that's the best east road I can find. I kind of maybe see a little spot of interest. It's hard to tell at nighttime. Gosh, that freaks me out every single time. Makes my heart jump when that tornado warning thing comes onto the phone and it's like full blast. Right now, I don't see any tornado on the ground. I think I see the clear slot wrapping around back in there. We'll keep watching it. This new circulation is right to our north. Right up to our north, guys. We want to try to, it's tough because we want to stay along with the storm. But we also got to go east. About a mile here, about another mile, and we'll get onto this. We'll get onto our other road. Stay out ahead of this thing. It's hard to identify the structure right now. It's very high based. There's some scud. I think we'll just have to stay out in front of it, and then when it's ready to produce, we'll get on it and you get a view of it. Not right now. Alright, I'm here in about half a mile. We're gonna stop. Yeah, so based off radar, just should be right in front of us is gonna be the area of interest. So hopefully these back roads here aren't too congested with chasers. That would kind of stink.
Turn right onto 150th Street.
It's not gonna be easy to stay with this thing though. It's going to be right in front of us, the rotation. I don't see
In half a
anything.
mile, keep right.
Don't see anything convincing right now. Alright, we're going to need to stay on this one though. Okay, so that first tornado totally occluded. It could put down another one at some point. Okay, let me get a route. Let me get a route. Should we want to get over here somehow? Okay, that's not a bad route.
Starting route to 1176 to 1198 State.
Wants us to
Highway
go.
148.
Okay, it wants us to go just a little
Head north
bit.
on US 71.
Further to the north. Okay, it wants us to go just a little bit north, guys. That's the fastest way there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Hopefully the storm doesn't deviantly turn back southeast, which it may. Back right to us. Looks really elevated. Looks really elevated. But like we saw earlier today near Omaha, those elevated storms can produce. There's a big lowering to the to my left. I do not think that's anything. It should be right in front of me, where you'd have a tornado if you did. Or maybe just a little bit to my east. Yeah, that lowering, I don't think it's anything. Yeah, it'd be to my east here. Hopefully we don't have a chaser convoy on this dirt road over here. Oh, we have chasers pulled off right here. Let's see. Chasers off to the side right there. This guy. Let's see. There we go. We're going to want to look right there to the right on the right. Be right in the middle of the screen. There is a little bit of a lowering trying to come down.
In 1 mile, turn right.
Doesn't look organized right now, but it can organize quick. Like that last one. Like that last one did. Yeah, so we're gonna get. Let's hopefully we don't get into any crushing rain here. We get another mile here north. there's that RFD. And these people probably aren't storm chasers, so they're going really slow here. They probably don't know what's going on. They might, well, these guys might be storm chasers there, I don't know. But this is not a tornado. That wind is an RFD wind. There's big hail back there right in front of me. And that mezzo is just off to our right. Get tailgated here.
Turn right onto 130.
That's why I would have preferred to go. Are these guys getting right here? Are they? No, they're not. Oh, shit. Oh, those guys are trying to turn onto our road. All right, paved. Yes, it's paved.
Onto State Highway 1.
All right, we're gonna tilt the phone back this way. We should be able to get a view. Let's get out of this rain here. No one likes to drive in the rain. I don't see anything yet. We're gonna keep our eyes out. Okay, we're pretty straight here. Looks like we do. Looks like we have a nice straight road. Oh, wind, inflow wind blowing me from right to left here. Gosh, this is why I didn't want to get this close, because it was a mess of inflow, a mess of rain. But when you get roads for a sec, that's part of the reason why I also got out of there. Not as much I thought the tornado was going to hit me, but that inflow wind, I mean that inflow wind can do really strong tornado or get an RFD bad. But a lot of stuff flying in there. Why would be bad? But a lot of stuff flying in there. Why I wouldn't produce a really strong tornado is because it's now the storm is moving due east. To produce those really strong tornadoes, it kind of needed to move from northwest to southeast, and it kind of stopped. It was moving to the south more. You get those photographs to stretch out, get those southeasterly winds in there. Right now it looks really elevated, so those southeasterly winds in there. Right now it looks really elevated, so we'll see. It may be done. Hopefully it's done producing tornadoes, and we don't have to deal with it anymore. But it may be done. Like that cap might just be too much for this thing to overcome. Maybe not. You just don't know. But that capping inversion is going to set in, and when that cap sets in, it's hard for these storms. Is it behind? What? I don't know. What? How is this confirmed for a strong tornado? That doesn't make much sense. Maybe this guy's looking at it. He might pull off here. Flash is bright at me, so I don't see anything. Unless I'm looking at the wrong spot, which could be the case. At nighttime, it's really difficult to get a view of these things. We're gonna try to get a look at this. See if there's anything I'm missing. I don't see a strong tornado on the ground, so I don't know. Y'all, I don't really know why it's warned for that. Don't see. We're clearly at this point moving much faster than the storm on these roads, so okay from that sense. Yeah, it says confirmed strong tornado. I don't see anything. I mean, I don't see anything, guys. It would be just to our north. I don't see much. Here's our storm. Let me get you guys a view of this thing. There's our storm right there. It'd be right there. If there's anything, it'd be right there. I don't see anything. It looks more organized, though. It could do it. Yeah. Alright, there comes that big RFD. Let's get back out ahead of this thing a little bit. Unless there's something big on the ground, I'm gonna try to stay out ahead of this guy. Now we also have a bunch of chasers on this road too. So some of these people might just be regular non-storm chasers, or maybe, I don't know, but there's a good amount of chasers on this road. Okay, the structure's looking a lot more, I don't know if it's just I don't know. Usually it's not warned for a confirmed, PDS tornado if there's not one on the ground. Now it's radar indicated, so I don't know what they're doing with that warning, but it's radar indicated now. So this storm is going to be interesting for a while longer here, so we're gonna stick with it, guys. Our route home is I-35. I-35 from Des Moines down to Kansas City. That's our route home, so we're gonna keep chasing it all the way till 35 as far as I'm concerned. So clearly the storm is probably struggling with getting surface-based inflow. That's what I would assume. It's struggling getting any kind of surface-based inflow into it. And that is why it's probably not producing again a strong tornado like it did earlier. So the other storm in Nebraska produced a strong tornado, then didn't produce again. Might have produced another weak one, and then this one produced a really strong tornado and didn't, so far has not produced again. We'll see if that holds or not. I don't know if it will or won't. That's why we're out here chasing it, so we can come find out. Something's going on up here. Oh, guys, look at this. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, no. In the ditch. Is that Kopic? That might be Kopic's car. Can't tell. No, Kopic has a white one. I don't know who that is. We're going to keep going east for a little bit. If it's not producing a tornado imminently, there's no reason to get all on it. So I think, guys, I don't think the National Weather Service had a PDS tornado warning. I think my radar scope app could be glitched, because my radar app says there's a PDS tornado warning, But if I go to the actual warning, it doesn't say that. So I'm wondering if my thing is glitched. My radar could be glitched. Alright, we're gonna get up to this road. We'll have a fork up here at some point in a couple miles. It'll be a north or a south fork, and we'll get up there so we can possibly intercept something if we have to. Maybe the storm dies, I don't know. Probably not. This storm's gonna keep going, but it's only 9:40. This storm will keep going. It's isolated, it's by itself, it's got all the room in the world right now, so this storm can still be extremely dangerous. I really hope it did not hit anything earlier, because that was a mean tornado that would have done a lot of damage if it hit a structure. I'm not sure. As far as like, yeah, I mean, these storms are going to keep going. They might not die. I mean, well, they might not die in the next couple hours. They might go until midnight. We'll have to see. But, okay, new circulation kind of forming behind us here, so we're in a good position. That's why we stay out ahead of it. So it looks like it might have cycled off the original, and it looks like a stronger circulation is trying to form back behind. I can see it right now. Textbook supercell structure, so we might have to go north up here on this road intersection in a mile to get up onto this thing. Accidentally have had my brights on. I probably blinded a lot of people. I feel terrible. Oh. Okay, big time rotation uptick, guys. Okay, in about 30 seconds, we're gonna go get a view of the storm. Could be producing. Looking at radar, it could be producing any minute now. So just as I say, you know, hey, it's kind of struggling, you know. It comes back with a new mezzo and bang. And I don't think it's on the ground right now looking at radar, but it's gearing up. So if the storm cycles really fast again, then it's not, you know, drop anything. We'll see here. We're gonna head up towards Corning. We're not gonna go all the way up to Corning, but we're gonna get a little bit closer to this guy. Let's just hope we have some half decent roads to keep with it on. Honestly, guys, looking back at this thing, it doesn't look that impressive. Hold on, let's see. Okay, we should have a view. You should have a view of it on the left side of the screen. The rotation. I might just drive like a little bit up here and then stop, so I can easily get back onto the road. My east road, because that I don't really feel like getting caught in the RFD of this thing. It's not going to be very fun. So we're just going to park it. Let's see, this will be a good view up here. We're just going to park it up here. There we go. There's that guy. He's flying. He's flying up there. There we go. It's on the left side of the screen, guys. It's going to get closer and closer. Very, very rain wrapped. Gosh, that guy's flying. These guys are all flying up here. Chasers. Bunch of chasers. It's going to get rain wrapped. Oh, hold on. There might be something on the ground. It's hard to see. It's really hard to see. I don't know. To me, it just looks like a big blob of rain, I'm not gonna lie. But back in that blob of rain, I mean, if there was a tornado, it wouldn't shock me. Just a really rain-wrapped storm right now. Yeah, I got a huge blob of rain on it. looking back there, you can see on the left, you can see it'd be on the left half of the screen is where you'd want to look, and it's just extremely rain wrapped back in there. It's hard to make anything out. But we're going to want to turn around and go back east here before we hit this RFD, because this RFD is not going to it's not going to be fun. So in about a minute, if nothing pops out of there, I'm going to go ahead and go back. This RFD is coming quick, guys. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn around. I don't feel like getting blasted by 80-mile-an-hour RFD winds while watching a rain-wrapped circulation. So we're going to go ahead and make the business decision. Go back around. Back to our paved road. If the storm keeps on its pace, this road will keep right with the storm here. This is perfect. We'll get a view of it again. Now there's a lot of chasers trying to get up on this road, so. Is that Connor? That might have been Connor. Might have been Connor back there. Not sure. Alright, we're gonna keep with it, guys. Keep with it. It kind of looks like there's something down in there, but it's so rain wrapped. So rain wrapped back in there. Brandon Kopic with another great tornado intercept. That guy's on it. That guy's on it. He's had a good month of April, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't see anything back in there, guys. We're just going to go a little bit further east here and then pull off some. Connor Croft just texted me and said that he hit a deer. So guys, let's hope everything's okay on Connor's end. He's okay. I just hope his car's okay, because I guess it depends on how big the deer is, where the deer hits, and how fast you're going. It could not do a ton, or a deer could totally. It could total your car. I mean, if you're going 80 and you smash into a deer, let's hope Connor's car is doing all right there. Let's hope. Okay, this storm is extremely disorganized now. We're going to keep following it, guys, because, what else are we going to do? But, this storm is getting extremely disorganized. It can still produce some tornadoes, but it's turning less into a... 15 minutes ago, it looked like a tornado producer, and now it's turning into more of a blob. So, you never know when it could turn back into a tornado producer. That storm in Omaha earlier looked like a blob, and then it turned into a tornado producer. You snap of the fingers like that. So, you just never know. We're probably going to follow this thing all the way to 35. And then, I guess if it's still really good, I'll keep going. But I probably wouldn't want to go too much farther than 35. I don't know how far I am from 35, maybe. I have a ways to go. I'm 40 miles from 35, so I mean that's another hour of following the storm here. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll turn back into a tornado producer. But right now, big RFD, big hail, big lightning, big time structure. I almost wonder if we should just get way out ahead of it. I almost wonder if we need to get like 15 miles out ahead of the storm and just go for the structure. If the tornado risk is over, maybe we just play the structure and we get some good storm structure. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm kind of leaning towards just getting on this road east out ahead of this thing and just playing the storm structure. That could definitely be the move here. I mean, the storm is kind of headed back southeast. So if it's moving, if the storm is moving southeast, it could very well develop that tornado risk again. There's also that storm up towards Greenfield and kind of Winterset. This storm might just be really good looking from afar and kind of just messy and gross close up. Kind of the vibes I get from this thing right now. So we might just get out ahead of this thing. Guys, we gotta stay vigilant for deer out here. We don't want to cook a deer. Oh, this storm structure is still awesome. I think we gotta get out ahead of this thing and just go for the structure, guy. So it's gonna be, we're not gonna get a view of the storm here for a little bit, but just bear with me. We'll get back out. We got people up here slowing down here. If it becomes unrain wrapped and produces a nice tornado and we miss it or something because we're trying to get structure, I mean, it looks like it's trying to wrap back up. So we can always go north. We can always go back north and get back onto it if we have to. But I mean, if there's a tornado and it's not rain wrapped, we'll be able to see it, from 10 or 15 miles away. So. But Corning, Iowa, I bet you're getting slammed with hail. Same with Prescott. Brooks as well. Let's just hope that tornado near Essex didn't hit anything. And also, I haven't heard much about the tornado near Bennington, Nebraska. It didn't look like it hit. What? Oh, he's just getting over there. Didn't look like it hit much, but you never know. Looked like it was in a rural area. Omaha got pretty lucky. I can take a road north right here. I kind of just want to get out ahead of this thing, guys, and just get the structure on it. It's hard to kind of tell. Like, there's a lot of rotation. Like, I don't want to write it off completely as just a rain-wrapped mess. If we don't have a paved road here, we'll reevaluate here. And it doesn't look like we do, so. Let's go ahead and flip around right here. There's a big tail cloud coming into it now. Let's flip around here. Okay, we can get a view of our storm. There's the structure. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's good structure. Nothing insane. Not like earlier, of course, but there could be a tornado still on this storm at some point, so we might want to get back out. I don't know, it's tough. Like, it's a weird storm in my opinion, but I don't know, guys. It's kind of hard to tell. There might be a tornado on the ground back in there somewhere. It's hard to tell. It could be twins. You can kind of see. I'll show you guys my radar here. Well, let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 areas of rotation. I don't know how well you guys see. I have the blue dot. So these are just to my northwest. There's 2 areas of rotation, and I can't tell if they're even visible. The storm looks very wrapped up in rain. I can't even tell if these are visible or not. We might go find out, I guess. There's a big tail cloud there on the right. The storm. This thing's getting a lot of inflow still. It can absolutely do it again. It might be trying. Might want to go north. Problem is, my roads, I don't know. Don't know on my roads. Okay, we can do that. Go up there. We might go north here in just a minute, guys. Wow, guys. I got better shots of this thing on my camera. No, it kind of was blurry for a little bit. Don't know. I got maybe one good still image of that tornado earlier on the camera. Other than that, it didn't really focus great, so that stinks. Got a nice view of the storm still, guys. Alright, let's see. Should I go north? I kind of wonder if there's like some circulations on the backside of this storm that I should look for. I don't know. But we're going to head north a little bit, guys, and then go back to the east here. Yeah, let's go through.
Starting route to York Avenue.
Yeah, we could go.
Head west on 130th Street. Then take the first right onto Tennessee
Trying to
Avenue.
figure out. I don't know where this thing is going to try to spin something up. I want to just keep watching it for now. It's hard to say. It might just be back in the rain, guys. I don't know. It might not spit something out. It might be all back in that rain. I don't know. We got a good view of this storm right here. I don't see anything going on. Radar is hard to tell. We got that RFD coming in now. You can hear the wind is whipping again. I don't know. I wonder if the rotation on this thing is more back here. There's kind of two spots. But see, I'm wondering if it's more on this west spot on the storm. And we should just hang out right here and just wait. I don't know. I don't really know, guys. That RFD's coming in hot. Guys, this wind is really picking up here as this RFD comes in. So RFD, if you didn't know, stands for rear flank downdraft. So it's kind of the winds on the back western flank of the storm. My buddy Lincoln Hauser was right next to me on one of those tornado intercepts, the later one. Hey guys, this storm is extremely disorganized, and that's a good thing, because if this thing was organized, it would probably still be producing tornadoes, but it's very disorganized. You can kind of see the leading edge of like the outflow, and we're getting really strong winds. I don't know if you guys can hear, but if I've rolled down my window, I mean, the signs next to me are rattling pretty good. We probably got 40, 50 mile an hour wind going on right here. You can hear it on the car probably. Wow, there we go. Those are some legit winds right there. Got dust everywhere. Probably, I don't know, 50 mile an hour wind. Maybe a couple gusts in there, severe gusts up to 60. Usually, the severe wind never really amounts to much. But today, all these storms have had severe wind. So usually when a storm gets warned for wind, it usually doesn't really verify, or maybe that wind verifies in one tiny spot. You might get 15 miles, of severe warning, but maybe only a couple tiny spots actually get the legit severe wind, right? A lot of times today that's not the case. This is the strongest RFD I've seen since the it was Oklahoma. I think it was May 19th. I think it was May 19th in Oklahoma last year. There's that tornado that me and Connor got near Yukon, Oklahoma. But the tornado west of Oklahoma City had RFD winds so strong it did tornado like damn. Like there's like roofs off of houses from just the rear flank downdraft. So it's not something you want to play around with too much. There's a lot of inflow toward northeast, but I'm not really sure if that's where it's gonna be. I don't know, guys. This storm's a weird one. It's weird because it's gotten disorganized, because well, there's just such a big cap on the atmosphere. But I think the main rotation is going to be right in front of us. So we're looking at it right now. If there was anything, that rotation is going to be in front of us, just to our north. But I'm not sure. It's hard to say, guys. Chat, hard to say. But either way, we're going to want to get out of here soon. So we could go north just a little bit. Then I'm going to get some really intense wind. That'd be kind of fun. Certainly have some messy road networks here, guys, so it's okay though. This is what Iowa is like. This is what Iowa is like. Oh, damage in Omaha. So here's some damage in Omaha from that earlier storm. There's some. I don't know how good you guys can see those images, but that's in Omaha. That looks like it might be an EF2. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure, but it could be an EF2. I'm confident that tornado that we intercepted earlier was on the edge of being violent. Now, I don't think it did any violent damage, thankfully, but we'll have to see what it looks like in the morning. We're going to keep moving east here a little bit. It's going to be a long drive home tonight. Yeah, this storm looks elevated, guys. I think it's done producing tornadoes. I'm going to get home about 3 a.m. tonight. It's going to be a rough one, but it was definitely a worthwhile chase, that's for sure. Gosh, if you guys weren't on the stream earlier, this is the tornado we saw in Nebraska. I'll show you guys. That's the tornado we saw in Nebraska earlier. Look at that thing. With the sunset in the back. I mean, that tornado was just, look at that, with the sun in the back. Just an incredible tornado right there that we got earlier. I wish I was closer. I wish I was closer to it, but you know, hey, you take what you can get. I got the structure and the tornado because I was a little bit farther back. That was earlier in Omaha, and we followed that storm east for maybe another hour and a half, and it didn't really do anything. And then I saw that storm to the south start to ramp up, and I was like, okay, I got to get south. And then we got that strong to violent tornado down towards Essex, Iowa. So all right, guys, let's I'm trying to decide if I want to keep chasing this guy or not. I'm really not sure what I want to do. Here, let me look. I'm going to look at the environment here ahead of this storm, and we're going to find out if it looks worthwhile or not to chase. Well, it's sure windy outside, though. We're now getting kind of south of the storm. It's wrapped up in rain. There's no tornadoes going on. It's 10:15 now. The environment's kind of, weakening quite a bit. If you guys are interested in forecast videos, I'm going to start posting those on the channel. I posted a forecast video this morning. Dang, man, 9 viewers on the stream. We had the best chase we've had in a long time and can't even still get viewers on the stream. That's crazy. Oh, maybe next time. Thank you, Seymour. Appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to get the stream better. I'm going to get those overlays on there. I'm working on that right now, so. Oh, gosh. There we go again. There it is. The RFD wind there. Yeah, Connor hit a deer. I saw that. Zabin, what's up, bro? Alright, guys, I might just kind of call it here. I might just head home so I don't get home at... This storm could still produce tornadoes. I don't think it's completely done. But it kind of looks done to me. It'll be hard to get a tornado without a merger or a nudger on the back end. It won't be easy. Like I told you guys, that hot spot for tornadoes was 7 to 9 p.m. and then we got a tornado at 7 p.m. and we got another tornado at like 8:45. So that was definitely a spot on assumption there. So but if I'm gonna go look at what a sounding would look like right now. Yeah, these storms are moving out of the instability. They're moving away from it. I mean, they're kind of on their last leg here. We still got some lightning. The storm's moving away from us at this point, so. Yeah, but looking at I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. Yeah, look at the instability axis. Oh my gosh, you guys, focus. So see that red line? That's like the edge of the instability, and that's our storm right there. This storm is like on the edge of the red line and moving out. The storm to the north is completely out of it. So that instability will follow the storms a little bit more east, but not for too long. All right, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and call the chase. Hopefully we don't miss any tornadoes. My thing is, if the storm didn't produce a tornado in the last hour, there's nothing to make me think that it's going to do it right in the next hour and a half or whatever. So, like, the storm's moving out of the better environment. And if it's like, okay, if the storm didn't produce it produced the one an hour and a half ago, but if it didn't produce after that, like, there's nothing to make me think that it's going to do it again. Right, so that's kind of my logic there. Unless the storm had some help, but it doesn't have any help, so it's probably done here. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a chase, guys. I appreciate everybody who tuned in here. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, guys. We're gonna have a really active stretch coming up. I'm gonna get those stream improvements done. It'll be good stuff. We'll get the stream improvements. We might chase for a week straight. I don't know. The models were looking pretty good for about April. I don't know, April 23rd to like April 29th or April 30th. The models were looking really strong for that time period. So we're gonna get good chases here coming up, as long as the models don't do a 180 on us, which they may. But it looks like the end of April, like I've been saying. If you're a member of the channel and you subscribe to my daily blog, you know I've been saying this for over 2-3 weeks now, that we're gonna hit about the second half of April, and it's gonna go crazy. So so we have been on this YouTube channel and on my Twitter, we have been talking about this stretch for weeks now. So we've known this is coming here. Gosh, I'm trying to get onto my hotspot so I can connect to YouTube and end the stream, and it's not working. But pretty soon here, we're going to be running the stream off of a home computer. I just bought the parts to build a PC. I just need to get the PC built. So that's probably going to happen this weekend, I'm sure. And then once I get that, I'm going to get that done before Tuesday. And then by Tuesday, we'll be ready to roll. You know, it's hard to have a competing stream when you have when you don't have overlays or anything like that. So we're going to get that done. Thank you for all the likes, guys. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Probably tomorrow. There was a small chance I'll be live. Probably not, though. So it'll probably be Sunday, Easter Sunday. Get ready. There could be a big severe weather outbreak Easter Sunday. There might not be. I'm not really sure. But you guys have a great rest of your evening. Stay safe. Hopefully this storm doesn't produce a tornado right when I leave it. You never know. And see you guys maybe tomorrow, probably Sunday.